Carly Goshen will send it over, and the Mustangs will keep it alive. Now the attack from the far side, and it's down for the kill. Olivia Dorins. Chloe Hertz. Hertz pushes it in back there to Schmidt. Shot from the point. It's in! Off the stick of Taylor Leonards, and it's 3-0. Taylor Leonards with the third goal for the Bismarck Blizzard on the shot from the point on the far side. And the Blizzard are running on all cylinders here in period number 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. Kennedy Kuntz will pop that one up left center field. It's going back, and we have our first grand slam of the All-Star Series in 3 years. Hansen under center, drops back, looks near side. I believe that's Fulmo, and he's got it. Fargo South touchdown. Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Litt pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, and we're tied. Grothman won't be able to control it. The ball will escape over to the far sideline. Fargo Davies will come up that far sideline, and a nice through ball there, and this could be an opportunity. Centering pass, one-on-one. Was she outside? She was not. It's 1-0 Fargo Davies. Bad pitch here, and the bases are loaded. Line drive right into center field, and that will score 1 run. And rounding thirds, Lorich, and he'll score. It's a 2-run RBI double for Casey Reber. Shot from the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board! Press box here, the best we're able to. That one's going high left field, and running for it is Schwab, and she makes a diving catch! Wow, what a play by Cameron Schwab, the junior in left field, to end the inning.
Fantastic catch.
All right, welcome back. Wahpeton no, we're not at Wahpeton High School. We're at the North Dakota State College of Science at the Blickery Activity Center. Mike Mason along with Joe Schreiner from the Gary Rogers press box here, getting ready for our fourth and final game of the quadruple header here on the ND Sports Channel. It's the boys varsity game between the Breckenridge Cowboys and the Wahpeton Huskies. We want to thank our sponsors one more time, and those sponsors are the Wahpeton All Sport Booster Club and the Wahpeton Huskies families from Wahpeton High School. We certainly appreciate all the support to make the broadcast possible. If you want to join our team, you can do so. Please visit our website at msportsnet.com. We're going to skip over a couple portions of our pregame show, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the team profiles right after this here on the ND Sports Channel. Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. All right, welcome back. We're about 6 minutes away from the opening tip-off of the boys game here between the Cowboys and the Huskies. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team profiles here. And for the boys, for the Cowboys, they're 8-7 overall. They're 3-1 at home. They're 5-6 when playing on the road or neutral court, and they're 4-4 against section opponents. For the Wahpeton Huskies, they're 4-6 overall, 2-3 in playing at home, 2-3 on a road or neutral court, and 4-6 against EDC opponents. I'm going to bring Joe back into this. Get your comments on this one. I'll let you kind of fire it off after these comments here. Road neutral court. This is officially a road neutral court. It's officially a road game for both teams. It's officially a home game for both teams. I guess it's more home for Wahpeton since it's in the city of Wahpeton. But really, does this court here at the campus at the Bleckenridge Activity Center play any home or road advantage for these teams, or is it pretty neutral regardless?
To be honest with you, Mike, I think it's pretty neutral because both teams don't get to practice here at all. They only get to play here once a year, and this is their time of the year. This is their time of the year to shine here in the pink game for the Moxness young individual with cancer, stricken with cancer. I think last year was Jacob Peterman, but this year it's the Moxness, Michael Moxness and his family for their cancer issues. But I think it's more of a neutral court. It is officially a home game for Breckenridge. They are the home team on the scoreboard this year, but that's about it, Mike.
Yep.
Just the scoreboard is the only thing that's really a home advantage.
Well, I've seen the Wahpeton Huskies once this year when they played Fargo Davies. They actually stuck with Fargo Davies in that first half, and before the Eagles took it away in the second half. So I kind of have an idea, and I know Breckenridge is a pretty good team this year. Would you compare them to Fargo Davies, or better, not quite as good, or about the same?
I don't know if Breckenridge would be compared to Fargo Davies. I don't think this year Arlie Ohm, if you've seen any of Arlie's teams, and I know you have this year, even in the past years, Arlie's teams are always defensive-minded. I mean, they hawk the ball. They are all over the ball all the time. So you're going to see a lot of pressure from the Cowboys here tonight in this game. And the Huskies are coming out, I see, with a short lineup here to start the game with. So he's going to get some ball handlers out there right away to try and prevent the Cowboys from doing that kind of defensive pressure on them. So I think we're going to see another interesting game. Again, I thought the girls would be closer than it finished, but it was close to the end.
Yeah.
With a couple minutes to go, and it was a 4-point game. But I think we're going to see the same thing out of the boys, to be honest with you. I think both teams are going to be up for it.
Well, that will certainly bring a good matchup to the floor then. In that girls game, one stat I always love going over, but I forget because when you have so much time between games, you can't really dig into the post game like you want to. But right. There was, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 ties. They were tied at 3-3, 12-12, 14-14, and 25-25. And then there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lead changes. 1, 2, 3 of them for Breckenridge and 4 of them for Breckenridge and 1 for the Huskies. That final lead change came at 26-25 in the second half, and Wahpeton couldn't recover from that lead change there. They were able to keep it close. In most cases it was a 3 to 4 point advantage, but right towards the end there, things just didn't quite go their way. They got in a little bit of foul trouble sooner than they wanted to towards the end of that one. That would send Breckenridge to the free throw line. They made the free throws. Huskies couldn't convert on the free throws, and that ultimately cost Wahpeton in that girls game. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of this one here. We'll take one final timeout, and when we come back, we'll go through the starting lineups, get some final pregame thoughts, and be back to wrap this thing up and get started with the boys game here on the ND Sports Channel. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. And can you zoom out on the camera just a little bit? Just a little bit there so we get the starting lineup. There we go. That's a little bit too far. That's way too far. Here, let me help out on the adjustment there.
We're looking for a good one here tonight, Mike, here on the pink game here between the boys. I didn't get a chance to say that we look for Cooper Yagi to be, he's been scoring a lot here for the Cowboys here, and Coach Arlie Ohm's going to have the boys tuned up here defensively.
So your starting lineups are coming up here. We know the starting lineups for one team, but we're going to have to get the Breckenridge starting lineups as they are announced here. And once again, the PA announcer.
Going through the 50-50, they're raising money on that for the Moxness family again. Young Michael, I believe is his first name, stricken with cancer, so they're raising some money for him. Jacob Peterman had gotten it the last couple years. You see Jacob sitting over on the bench with his teammates over there. He's in street clothes, and he's got the pink out T-shirt on.
Oh, right there. Got it. I was looking at the wrong bench.
Yeah, he's over there with the Huskies, standing behind the pile. And Coach Arlie Ohm's going to give a few words here.
As their honorary starter. And we'd like to present him with a special gift. So hold on, Dad, we'll get you in a minute. 5-year-old Micah Moxness of Kent has been through a lot.
That's very cool.
And we know the game's going to be the game and we're going to compete really hard with each other, but this is a bigger picture. So what we're asking everybody to do in the Twin Towns, when somebody's down, we all help each other. That's what we do. So I understand Micah loves the bison. So can everybody show us the bison? Everybody up on your feet. Starting lineup. 3'4" future Cowboy Micah Moxness.
Very cool.
That is certainly awesome.
Micah. I said Michael. I apologize for everybody listening. It's Micah.
I'm sure everybody forgives you.
What a special moment. That's very cool. He's a happy little boy right there.
No kidding about that.
Got a game ball. I'm sure it's all signed by the players. That's pretty cool stuff, Mike.
Now first for the visitors under assistant coaches Rock Brewer.
That don't bring a tear to your eye, Mike. I don't know.
I'll admit, if I didn't have a broadcast to handle it, it might have.
Yeah.
Try and hold those in as much as possible.
Yep.
All right, time for your starting lineups. Tyler Tollefson, a 5'10 junior for the Wahpeton Huskies.
5'8" junior, number 4, Unzero Desire.
And it's pronounced Desiree.
Yep, I asked Coach that and found that out the hard way after mispronouncing it last time I saw the Huskies.
During the game, we'll just call him Des.
Des, that works for me.
Yep, he likes that.
Isaac Loosemore, a 6-foot senior.
Senior, 6'5", number 22, Corbin Cornelius.
Lucy wearing a face mask there. He got a little nose damage here in a couple games ago, so he's wearing a face mask. So again, Coach Ralph starting out with a shorter lineup here. He's usually starting Blake Matichek. I'm sure we'll probably see him as the 6th man off the bench.
And now your starters for Breckenridge as soon as they announce the coaches for Wahpeton.
Junior, 5'9", number 2, Adam Ohm.
Adam Ohm, a 5'9 junior.
Junior, 5'11", number 4, Cooper Yagi.
And a 5'11 junior, Cooper Yagi.
Junior, 6'2", number 5, Jonah Christensen.
Jonah Christensen, a 6'2 junior.
His brother went to NDSU to play.
Junior,
He's pretty much redshirting this year. Junior Perez.
and the lone senior on the team, number 34, Tyson Piaski.
Again, a young team for Breckenridge. The only senior, Tyson Piaski, getting a start here. The only senior for Breckenridge, so they're young. You're going to see him come back. And Cooper Yagi, their top scorer, he's only a junior. So look for Breckenridge to be strong in the section again next year.
Make an adjustment on our camera here right before we get ready for the first half of basketball on our 4th of 4 games of a doubleheader here. Joe Schreiner on the play-by-play on this one, and I'll sit here and take stats and control the graphics and handle color commentary and all that cool stuff.
You're gonna let me do the talking, huh?
I am going to let you do the talking, yes.
Well, you come in anytime because this is your show, buddy. So
mainly because I have a camera to adjust.
So Jonah Christensen is going to go to center circle alongside Corbin Cornelius. Jonah 6'2", Corbin 6'5". Corbin, the Huskies in white uniforms, yellow numbers, and the Cowboys in green uniforms, white numbers, and it's controlled by Dez in the backcourt. We're going to refer to Munzero Desiree as Dez throughout the broadcast. Dez dribbles over to the right side, picks it up by Tollefson over on the far side. They wheel the ball back around the circle, back over to Corbin Cornelius on the near wing. Corbin dribbles to his right, finds Dez for a 3, top of the key, and he drains the 3. And Dez with a 3-pointer right away there with an open look, Mike.
Nice shot there, and a nice working the ball around the perimeter to get him that open shot, too.
Perez brings it up for the Cowboys. He gets the ball back on the right wing, looks to Jonah Christensen down underneath, puts it up and in for 2 right in the paint. Nice easy left-handed. They find Lucy up front. He got an easy 2 on a breakaway bucket, fast break, and it comes back the other way. Intercepted by Bartles, and the Huskies control. Bartles gets the ball back on the tip away here on the left side. He's going to dribble into the paint, puts up a shot against Christensen, rolls around and falls in for Bartles for 2. Jared Bartles, 7-2 lead already here at 17-minute mark. 1 minute in, and we got 7 points for the Huskies. Not a lot of missed shots already. Cooper Yagi, leading scorer for the Cowboys, comes to the right side of the lane. He's going to penetrate, drive, puts up a right-handed layup, no good. Weak side rebound by Dez. He's going to bring it up on the far side. Right-handed dribble up in front of Coach Arlie Ohm. Top of the key now to Tollefson. He's going to penetrate. Tollefson's going to drive, and he draws the foul. And he's going to go to the line for 1. He gets the and 1 on Tollefson. See who that falls against, Mike. Looks like it's on Adam Ohm, I believe.
First one for Breckenridge and a timeout on the
Timeout.
floor.
Harley Holmes says that's too much. I don't like those points. We'll take a break. 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Tollefson puts the shot up on his and one and gets it. It's a 10-2 lead now for the Huskies. 16.5 to go here in the first half. Again, Minnesota rules, so we are not using a shot clock. Cooper Yagi here now in the near wing, gets it out to the top of the key to Piaski. Piaski looks down low to Christensen, goes between the wickets, and it's picked up on a loose ball by Tollefson, and he'll hand it off to Dez. Dez going to dribble it up the right-hand side. It's over the right wing, picks up his dribble, finds Tollefson at the top of the key. To the right side wing, pulls it back out. Loosemore dribble drives, finds Dez for an open three, and Dez going to drain that one for three for the Huskies. Long pass down court, it's going to be tipped away there by Lucy. Isaac Loosemore tips it away, gets excited for himself.
That three for Dez, that was pretty much an identical spot from that first one he nailed.
Got a referee tying his shoe, and we're going to, yeah, it wasn't almost in the identical spot, wasn't it? He tried to dunk one last night at the Valley City game last night, and the guy went up and fouled him up before he could get to the dunk. But he did hang on to the rim, so the little guy can get up there. Perez now picks up his dribble, and they're counting on him. He tipped away by Dez. Dez steals it, gets it up ahead to Cornelius, and Corbin tips it in for two on the breakaway steal by Dez. Huskies jumping out to a big lead, 15-2. A minute and a half, 2.5 minutes into it, and Dez accidentally trips Perez. Dez will get his first personal foul.
A quick start here for Wahpeton. I honestly did not expect this at all. I don't know if you did, but I didn't, that's for sure.
Anthony Kazemias checks in now for Piaski. And Olm also goes out. Checking in for him is Chris Nieto. Cooper Yagi now is going to try driving to the baseline. Gets there and gets shut off on defense by Huskies. Dribble driving in is Perez. They're going to wave off the bucket, and they call travel first.
Wow.
So a turnover there by the Cowboys. That was Nieto coming in on that one, and he traveled. So Loosemore goes to the bench, and Kobe Timian, the big guy in the center there for the Huskies, comes in. And Jonah Christensen's going to pick him up down low.
4 turnovers for Breckenridge already, according to my numbers here.
Not what Arlie Ohm wants to see. They go down low to Bartles. Jared's got good feet down low. Turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Now, do you think it's off the hands of
Should be Breckenridge ball, I believe.
I think he waved it off, and it's going to be Wahpeton ball.
Okay, you were right. I was wrong.
I agreed with you, but I saw him point the other way, so
yeah.
I agreed with you.
Okay, so the official was right and we were wrong.
Yeah, there you go. Bartles got good footwork underneath here. Watch him go to work, Mike. There it was. Now they're whistling
that's
for
travel.
Too much good footwork. Jared likes to back his defenders down and do a lot of footwork down low and spin moves a lot.
The boss said no overtime this week.
Yeah. So Cooper Yagi's going to get the inbounds pass here, and he hands the ball back over to Perez. He's going to bring it across the timeline, picked up there by Dez. Over to Christensen now, top of the key, looking underneath, nothing there. Gets it over to the near side to Perez now on the wing. Over to Cooper Yagi on the far side, right in front of Coach Ralph. Back over to Perez. He dribble drives into the paint, puts up a little jumper, short, battle for the rebound, picked up underneath there by Kazemias, and we got a whistle and a foul. And I believe that'll be on the Huskies, and that's going to be on Bartles. It was 30. I thought he said 20, and it's like there's no 20 out there for the Huskies. It was 30. Kazemias at the line gets his first one. So first free throw for Kazemias. Anthony Kazemias is 6'6" junior. So the Kazemias family is awful tall there, Mike.
That free throw ends a 15-0 run for the Huskies.
And Timian battles for the rebound and pulls it down. Colby tight underneath the bucket. 15-3 lead for the Huskies. 15-0 run there. Shut down by the Cowboys on that free throw. Good call, Mike. Colby Timian now in the left corner. Gets it over to Dez. He's got a three again from the top. No good. Rebound underneath there by Konzemius. He clears it out to Perez. Brings it across the timeline. Back to the timeline. Now down to the baseline. Keeps his dribble. Goes in to try and do a reverse layup. No good. Bartles on the rebound for the Huskies. Good look there for Perez on the reverse layup, but it just didn't go in. Dez way out by the circle out in center court. Hands it off to Bartles. Now over to Timian. Finds Dez over on the far wing. Back over to Tollefson. He's not afraid to shoot the three. That's going to be a little short off the rim. Konzemius on the rebound. Finds Perez. Perez gets it up ahead to Cooper Yagi. Cooper's going to try and penetrate drive. So far, Cooper scoreless, and now he gets it in on the underhand layup, going in on the penetration drive. Nice drive there for Cooper Yagi. 15-5 lead, 13-15 to go.
And it's a 4-0 run for the Cowboys now. See if they can respond or not.
See Bartles spin move underneath. He does, tries to put it up, and they whistle him for the travel again. He was hoping for the foul against Konzemius, but he traveled first. And here comes Bridger Hansen into the game, going to give Des a little bit of a breather. Munzero Desiree. We'll call him Des throughout the contest. Bridger Hansen comes in for him. Bridger pressuring Perez, and he steals it, and then he gets it right back. Does Perez. He puts up shot, no good. Rebound underneath by Jonah Christensen for two on the putback.
4 points for Jonah now.
Bridger Hansen brings the ball up now, a scrappy little player. Bridger comes in for the Huskies. At 5'7" junior. Colby gonna stroke one from three for the big man, and he is pumped. Three for Colby Timian. Extends the lead to 18-7. That ends that run for Breckenridge. A whistle and a foul on Bridger. So Bridger Hansen will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be three team fouls there, I believe, Mike.
Yes, 3 team fouls is correct.
Whistle, and we got a substitution coming in. So Isaac Lucy will be coming back in for Bridger. So they're going to take it out right at the timeline here. Right down in front of us here at the Blickery Activity Center, home of the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. Got a whistle and a foul. I believe it was a moving screen there on Jonah Christensen, Mike.
Yeah, you are correct. That's exactly what happened there, Joel.
And Piaski comes back in for Konzemius. That'll be Jonah's first foul. So Corbin's going to inbound the ball here for the Huskies, and Bridger Hansen back in for the Huskies now. He gets it over to the far wing to Colby Timian. Timian back to Bartles, top of the key. This side to Loosemore. Loosemore penetrates. Look for Colby underneath. Colby goes up strong for two off the glass. Colby with 5 quick points coming off the bench for the Huskies. 12 minutes to go here in the first. Huskies lead 20-7. And Bartles swats it away, and I think Piaski's going to get whistled for the foul, and he better watch it. He threw the ball away like he could draw a technical. The referees are staring at him, but they're not going to give him a technical. Piaski draws the foul on the reach back after Bartles stole it from him. I think that was more frustration, Mike.
Yeah, definitely. It was Piaski with the foul, right?
Yep, that's correct. So Bridger Hansen brings it across the timeline. Over to Bartles, now Timian on the far wing. Guarded there by Gavin Johnson, checked in for the Cowboys. Cornelius down low. Colby spins, puts up a shot, a little bit hard off the back iron, and is rebounded by the Cowboys. Back comes Cooper Yagi. He's going to penetrate drive. Cornelius with a swat. It left Cooper Yagi's hands, and Corbin swatted her right out of midair, Mike.
That was impressive. I love those kind of blocks with authority.
Yeah,
get that out of here.
Swat with authority, absolutely. They inbounded out deep to Gavin Johnson. Now to the far side to Perez, Now Gavin Johnson underneath. That'll be, and it falls down at the last second. Everybody thought it was going to be a dead ball, and it rolled down.
You know, I've always joked that I've seen a lot of firsts in basketball, and I thought I saw them all, but that's a new one. I've never seen that before.
Let's just recall that one again. It got stuck up in there, but they didn't blow the whistle as a dead ball, and it ended up falling down.
Well, I wasn't sure if it had fallen down or if he had jumped up there and just kind of grabbed it. And I'll have to look at the replay on that one, but I'm going to take your word on it that it just fell down. Either way, I haven't seen that before.
I haven't either. That first free throw there by Perez is a little bit long, no good. And I think Coach Ralph was wondering why it wasn't called a dead ball either. And Christensen comes back in now for Gavin Johnson. And Bartles is heading to the bench too. And I believe Tollefson came in for him. Yes, he did. Tyler Tollefson back on the court. So Perez, second free throw, up and good, right through the bottom of the net. So no pressure here on the full court side for the Cowboys as Bridger Hansen brings it across center court. Comes to the left side, now gets it over to Lucy. Lucy looks to the middle, gives it over to Kobe Timian. Now finds Kazemius down low for Lucy, and he just rolled it a little bit too hard off the back iron. And from behind, Loosemore tries to knock it away from Perez. And they got a whistle and a travel on Perez. Corbin Cornelius is there to try and block another one. And Perez tried to fake him out of it, but he turned it over. As Corbin Cornelius was looking to swat another one away, Mike. Dez comes back into the game for the Huskies as Bridger Hansen goes and gets a breather. 20-8 here. 10:45 to go in the first half. Huskies leading the Cowboys. Lucy gets it over to Timian now. Back to Lucy, top of the key, penetration drive to the free throw lines. Picks up his dribble, looks for Dez. Dez along the baseline. Keeps his dribble, comes out to the three-point arc. Kicks it over to Loosemore for a three. A little bit strong. I don't even think it hit the iron. And it's rebounded underneath by Christensen. He gets it up in front to Perez. Perez going to drive to the elbow. Gets in underneath, but he saw too many arms and legs underneath there and dribbled it out. Gave it over to Nieto. Drives and a reverse layup for two by Nieto. Nice drive there, Mike.
All of a sudden, the lead's been cut in half here, 20-10.
10:04 to go here. Dez going to do a reverse layup of his own, a little bit short. Gets his own rebound and put back. That's a little bit too strong. Battle for the rebound. Jonah Christensen underneath, and he gets fouled underneath. I believe that'll be on Kobe. Referee's looking right at Kobe Timian, so that would be Kobe's foul.
Timian's first, I do believe, team's fifth.
So just under 10 minutes to go here. The 20-10 lead for the Cowboys, or excuse me, for the Huskies. It looks like kind of a little bit of a surprise for me, Mike. I thought it'd be a lot closer right now. But
I was certainly shocked by that run that Wahpeton made to start the game, and that's certainly swung the momentum in their favor at the moment.
The Cowboys find Christensen underneath, and Dez draws the foul. Dez at 5'7" there was going to go up, 5'8", going to go up against Christensen. Jonah Christensen 6'2", and Dez can get up in the air, but Jonah's going to go to the line for two on that shooting foul. First one's up, short on the iron, and no good. 9:37 to go. Huskies lead 20-10. Cowboys in green uniforms, white numbers, white trim. Huskies in their white uniforms, yellow numbers, purple trim. A little bit too strong off the iron. Battle for the rebound. Kobe comes down with it. Up ahead to Loosemore. Titleson going to drive, and it's tipped away there by Perez, and it's controlled by the Cowboys. Nice defensive play there by Perez. He brings it up into the front court, finds Cooper wide open here in the wing on the right side. He doesn't take the three. They find Piaski down low, guarded by three Huskies, but it's rebounded on the far side by Nieto. It's back out to the top of the key to Christensen. He's going to try dribbling along the left lane, kicks it out now to Perez. Perez dribbles right through the lane, finds Piaski for three. That's short, no good. Battle for the rebound going out of bounds. Christensen saves it right into the hands of Cooper Yagi out deep. Nice save there. Christensen for three from the corner. That's no good. Loosemore on the rebound for the Huskies. He's going to go up the left side. He's going to go all the way. Runs into Cooper Yagi, and it's going to be a block foul on Cooper Yagi. Cooper Yagi's going to get his first personal as Loosemore went hard to the ground. He's getting up, gimping a little bit, but he's going to head to the free throw line, not going to turn down the chance to score points.
One thing I've noticed so far, you got a lot of scoring, and then you got periods without scoring at all. And right now we're in that one of those not scoring for about 30, 60 seconds.
The lefty Loosemore puts it up, and good. 21-10, 8:47 to go. And checking in for the Huskies is Zach's brother, Ethan Manock. Zach played last year. Corbin Cornelius is going to sit down. The freshman getting some playing time here on the big court. And Ethan can jump. And Loosemore's second free throw rolls off the rim. Kazemius on the rebound for the Cowboys. Ethan Manock will get up in the air for you, Mike.
I'm looking forward to that. You told me earlier that he could dunk it. I'm waiting for it.
It looked like Cooper might have twisted a knee there, but he gets up. What do they got? Maybe an injury by Cooper.
Looks like Dez is holding
down,
his left ankle or right. Yeah, he's hopping off. So
he's hopping off on one leg. And the athletic trainer for NDSCS in Breckenridge, because it's their game, is coming over to take a look, and he looks like he's holding his knee over there. So Dez goes to sit down on the bench. So the Cowboys with the ball here. Bridger Hansen checked in for Dez. Far side now, Cooper Yagi gets a screen from Christensen. Cooper going to drive into the paint, puts it up off the reverse side for a layup for two. 21-12, 8:15 to go. Huskies with a 9-point lead now. Timian, Tollefson, right-handed dribble over to Ethan Manock. To Bridger Hansen for an open look, three, short. Battle for the rebound, that's Nieto on the rebound. Nieto going to bring it back, left side, spins, gives it back out to the top. Christensen going to dribble, drive along the right side of the key. Turns over, finds Perez open in the corner. Perez going to dribble across the bottom of the baseline, turns around for a 10-footer, no good. And Battle goes for the rebound, and it's off of Kobe Timian, and he's hurting his ankle the way it looks. He's wincing in pain there, Mike.
Looks like he'll walk that one off, and that's good news. And hopefully Dez is okay as well.
I see they took Dez off here. He's heading to the locker room with the athletic trainer. Cooper likes to drive and scores two on the drive. That gives Cooper, what, 8? That's just his second bucket, 4. So they cut the lead to 7 now. It's 21-14 with 7.5 to go. Hansen over to the far side, Loosemore. Back over to the near side. Kobe looks fine on that spin move, puts it up, right-handed, no good off the iron. Battle for the rebound. Pinzemius and Loosemore battle for the rebound. Loosemore ends up on the floor. A few elbows flew on that one, but Cooper Yagi for 3 from the far wing, didn't even hit the rim. And it's going to go out of bounds before Ethan Manock. Oh, they're going to whistle a foul, Mike.
I did not see that. It looked like it was out of bounds to me, yeah.
I did too. Pinzemius got whistled for the foul on the push there. Ethan Manock was going to hold off the defender, and Pinzemius pushed Ethan Manock in the back, and the referee called a foul on Pinzemius, his first personal.
15 foul. 7 minutes to go.
So Hansen brings it up far side now to Tollefson. Looks for Corbin cutting through, not there. Back out the top of the key to Ethan Manock. Corbin Cornelius. Back out to Bridger Hansen. Bridger's going to bring it back down to the left side. Picks up his dribble, finds Kobe Timian on top of the key. Kobe looks down low for Ethan Manock. He's going to have to kick it back out to the three-point shot by Corbin Cornelius. No good. Christensen on the rebound. He gives it off to Perez. Perez going to take it across the timeline. Chase there, and we got a whistle and a charge. Ethan Manock takes the charge on Perez, so Perez picks up his personal foul. And that'll be the 6th team foul on Breckenridge. And Ethan Manock had his position set and his feet set and got the charge. That'll be Perez's first personal foul. So next free throw, next foul for either team, the teams will be in the bonus. 16 fouls on both teams. Tollefson, right-handed dribble, takes a 10-footer off the baseline. They're going to say the basket's good or a charge?
I believe it's a charge.
It is a charge, yep. So nice play by Tollefson, put it up off the glass, but he draws a charge. So charge call right back.
Oh, now they did put the basket on the board.
They're saying the basket was good, but they drew the charge.
And as you can hear in the background noise there, the crowd does not agree with that.
Harley wants the two referees to talk. Oh no, they didn't call it a charge. They called it an offensive foul or a defensive call. So that falls on Perez, Mike.
Okay, well,
Tollefson puts in the bucket. So Tollefson gets the and one, and you can see Coach Ohm over on the sideline not happy at all. And I didn't know if they were going to call it a charge and the bucket was good on the continuation, Mike, or what they were going to call on that, but they called it a defensive call.
That one could have gone. Well, as you heard the crowd, it should have gone the other way,
I think
according
so.
to the crowd. So
Isaac Getz checks in now. Cooper takes a long three from the top of the key and answers that just like that. So again, back to a 7-point lead. 6 minutes to go for the Huskies.
That 3 by Cooper Yagi puts him in the double-digit club with 11.
Yeah, I bet he's averaging over 20 in the last 3 or 4 games for the Cowboys. Gets to the elbow on the left side, kicks it back out to Timian. Now he kicks it over to Bridger Hansen on the far side, right in front of the Cowboys bench. Corbin Cornelius back to Getz. Getz to Ethan Manock, freshman for the Huskies. Between the circles, Bridger Hansen. Cowboys are cheering on their teammates there. They like the defensive play by the Cowboys. Back over to Bridger Hansen on the far wing. Bridger to the baseline jumper, 15-footer, rattles in and good for Bridger Hansen.
Nice shot off that baseline there.
Bridger Hansen off the baseline for 2. 26-17, just over 5 minutes to go. Cooper Yagi's finding the hot hand now for the Cowboys. He's got the ball between the circles, comes to the right side, going to dribble drive into the paint. And a reach foul there, I believe, on Bridger Hansen. Yep, that falls on Bridger Hansen. Going to send Cooper Yagi to the line for 2.
Both teams in the 1-on-1 bonus now. And that was the second on Bridger Hansen.
Cooper's first free throw a little bit too strong. Piaski's going to check in now for Konzemius. And also checking in is Alex Ohm, brother to Adam. Cooper's second free throw right through the bottom of the net. Cuts the lead to 8 now, 26-18 with under 5 minutes to play. Bridger Hansen brings it across the timeline, goes to the right side to Getz. Getz takes one dribble, gives it over to Timian. Timian near side to Manock. Manock tries to go in, has to kick it back out to Timian. Huskies running some motion offense. To the near side, Getz. Getz over to Manock on the far wing. It's over, gives it over to Bridger Hansen right in front of Coach Arleone. Bridger, the little guy, going to dribble in, finds Manock, puts it up off the glass. Nice pass from Hansen to Manock, Mike.
Yeah, definitely. Nice look, passing it through the paint there. Always an easy 2 if you can get that pass through.
Huskies double-digit lead again by 10. Here comes Cooper, penetration drive to Alex Ohm now for 3, and right through the bottom of the net for Alex Ohm. 3-pointer for Alex, cuts the lead to 7 with just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. Crowd's getting into it here. It was the end of the first half, getting close. Hansen back over to Getz for 3. We got a whistle. Was it before the shot?
I think it was.
And a foul away from the ball. They're going to call it, I believe, on Ethan Manock.
Yeah, Manock, yep. I think that's his first, unless I missed one.
I believe it's his first, too. Yep. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout, Mike, so we can take a break if you want here.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back to the Blickery Activities Center. Joe Schreiner and Mike Mason here. Mike giving me the honors to do the play-by-play here for the Huskies-Cowboys game.
It's been a fun one, and you've done a fantastic job with 4 minutes to go in the first half.
I appreciate you letting me be a part of it, Mike.
Yeah, you bet.
I'm having
no
fun.
problem.
28-21 lead here with under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Huskies lead by 7. Christensen turns around in the paint, jumper, rattles out, no good, and a long rebound out there to Corbin Cornelius. So 7-point lead here for the Huskies. Dez, good news for the Huskies. Dez is back in this one. And a pass underneath to Tollefson, up and in, and he draws the foul. I believe that's on Jonah Christensen. Basket is good, and it is on Jonah Christensen, Mike.
According to my numbers, that's his first. Oh, no, it's his second, actually.
Okay, so Tollefson gets the and one. He'll be putting up the free throw is good. For Tollefson, extends the lead back to 10 now for the Huskies with 3.5 to go in the first half. Young Alex Ohm dribbling it up here against Dez. Dez doesn't look like he lost a step with his bad knee, so he's back and healthy, so good news for Husky fans. Far side, Cooper Yagi gets it down low to Piaski, and Ethan Manock, the youngster, swats it away. Adam Ohm for a long shot, and Piaski takes out Dez on the rebound. So Piaski with another foul underneath. Dez went down hard. And poor Dez is taking a beating, but he got up and he's walking that one off. Dez took a beating in the football too. He was running back for the football team, so he's used to taking some hits from big guys. Piaski picks up his second personal. 8 on Breckenridge?
Got 9 on Breckenridge.
9 on Breckenridge. Yep. So Dez going to shoot the 1-on-1 here. 5'8" junior puts it up off the back iron, no good, and battle for the rebound. Again, what a defensive play by Ethan Manock, the youngster down here, swatting that ball away, Mike.
I think the couple of hard hits and the ankle problem there maybe played a role in missing that free throw for Dez.
It could have. He steals the ball on that one. He's going to get it up the head to Kobe. Kobe Timian puts up a right-handed layup, up and in for 2. Piaski, long pass back down to Cooper Yagi. Cooper Yagi's got a breakaway layup, up and in. So just that quick, Cooper Yagi responds in 2 points and a 10-point game again for the Huskies. 2.5 to go here in the first half.
As soon as I say that, no problem for Dez there.
So Tollefson with the ball now on top of the key, gets it over to Dez. Dez on the right wing to the free throw line, jumper, good.
Nice shot.
Pull-up jumper, again, long throw down low, and it's tipped away there, but right into the hands of Konzemius. Corbin tipped it away, but it was right into the hands of Konzemius. Piaski likes to throw that long baseball pass down low, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that one, I think that stays with Breckenridge.
It does. They lobbed it down low to Konzemius. He was going out of bounds, and he turned around and hit it off of Dez's knee. So it went off of Dez, so the control stays with the Cowboys as Nieto checks back in for the Cowboys.
Cooper Yagi, I have him down for 17 points so far. He's leading the way for the Cowboys.
Here's Alex Ohm on the near side. Now he finds Cooper at the top of the key, and he's got 6'5" Corbin Cornelius on him. He's going to beat him on the penetration drive. Oh. I think Corbin tipped that one a little bit on the layup, and it was off the side and rebounded by the Huskies, and here comes Dez with a 12-point lead for the Huskies and 11:49 to go. Tollefson dribble drive into the baseline, pulls it back out. Dez, top of the key. Down to Kobe Timian. Kobe Timian finds, and it's he almost had that one-handed dunk there. He's smiling on the way back. He knew he had it too. So Ethan Manock puts it up and in for 2, extends the lead to 14 for the Huskies. Nieto spin move in the paint, puts it up and off the glass for 2. Just that quick, back come the Cowboys. Approaching a minute 15 to play. Huskies with the ball, far side. Cornelius right in front of Coach Arlie Ohm on the Breckenridge side. Dez pulls it out again. No shot clock here in Minnesota. Minnesota rules for today. It's technically a home game for Breckenridge. 1 minute remaining. Timian right through the hands of Tollefson, stolen away there by Nieto. He's got a breakaway layup. He's going to dribble drive and falls in for 2. Not what Coach Ralph wanted to see with under a minute to play. I'm guessing the Huskies going to hold for 1 now. 42 seconds to go. Unless they come up with an open shot, I can see the Huskies holding on to this one. 37-27, 35 seconds to go. Dez gets it over to Timian. And Huskies taking their time here. 27 seconds to go. Corbin drives into the free throw line. Jumper, good. So Corbin had an open look and he took it, Mike. Right thing to do. 17 seconds to go.
6 for Cornelius.
Alex Ohm brings it into the front court. 12 seconds. They got the hand into their scorer, and that's Cooper Yagi looking for a screen up high. Going to drive to the elbow on the right side. Penetration drive, puts it up too hard off the glass. Cornelius up, off the glass, no good. Partially blocked from behind, and that is going to be the end of your first half. And that is a 12-point lead for the Huskies. At the end of the first half from the North Dakota State College of Science Blickry Activity Center in the Gary Rogers press box. Mike Mason, Joe Schreiner, we are at halftime. Wahpeton Huskies 39, Breckenridge Cowboys 27. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime show after these messages.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000-plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
And the Wahpeton All Sports Booster raffle winners would like to be announced now.
Welcome back to the Blickery Activity Center here. Mike Mason and Joe Schreiner on the call here for you. The Wahpeton Huskies lead the Breckenridge Cowboys 39-27 at halftime. We've been entertained here at halftime by the preschool Tiny Kicks dancers here, Mike. We just had 4 little guys out there dancing.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool to see the little guys out there dancing too, and then the young ladies took over after that. Mike, you got some stats for us here and some scoring here. Again, Huskies 39, the Cowboys 27. Mike, what do you got?
All right, well, as you mentioned, 39-27 in favor of the Huskies. Huskies overall as a team, 5 of 7, 72% shooting from the free throw line. They have a total of, let's see here, I forgot to add that up, 24 rebounds, 15 on the defensive glass, 8 on the offensive glass. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, they have a total of 17 rebounds, 11 on the defensive glass, 6 on the offensive glass. Steals, assists, blocks, 3-6-3 for Wahpeton. Steals, assists, blocks, 4-4-0 for Breckenridge. Individual numbers look like this for the Wahpeton Huskies. Tyler Tullifson, 9 points, including 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Monzero Desiree or Dez with 5 points and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Isaac Loosemore, 2 points. He got those both at the free throw line. He's 2 for 3. Bridger Hansen, 4 points on a couple of buckets. Corbin Cornelius with 6 points and on 3 buckets. 2 for Jared Bartles, 4 for Ethan Manick, 7 for Kobe Timion, including a 3-pointer early on in that first half. Tyler Tullison with a steal and 2 assists. Dez with 4 rebounds, 3 on the offensive glass, 2 steals and an assist. Isaac Loosemore with 5 rebounds, 3 of those 5 on the offensive glass. Corbin Cornelius with 3 rebounds, 2 on the defensive glass, including an assist. Jared Bartles is a defensive board. Ethan Manick, 3 blocks, an assist, and a total of 8 rebounds, with 5 of those coming on the defensive glass. And Kobe Timion with an assist and 2 defensive rebounds. That wraps up your individual numbers for the Wahpeton Huskies. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, let's see here. Adam Olm with 2 rebounds, 1 on each side of the glass. Cooper Yagi with 15 points, 2 of 3 from the line, and 2 offensive boards. Jonah Christensen with 4 points, 2 buckets, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 defensive boards, 1 offensive board for Junior Perez, who has 1 point from the free throw line, 1 of 2. Alex Olm with a triple. Chris Nito, is that how you say it? Nito? Yeah, Nito, with 4 points, 2 defensive boards, an assist and a steal. Anthony Konzemius with 2 defensive boards, a steal and assist. Tyson Pikowski, is that how you say it? Yeah, Piaski, got it. 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, and 1 assist. And that wraps up your individual numbers for the Breckenridge Cowboys. 19 fouls in the first half for the Cowboys, 7 for the Wahpeton Huskies. And the fouls individually, 2 for Dez, 2 for Bridger Hansen, 1 for Ethan Manick, 1 for Kobe Timion. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And individual fouls for the Cowboys, 2 for Cooper Yagi, 2 for Christensen, 1 for Junior Perez, 1 each for, I think that's wrong. Konzemius has 1, and 2 for Piaski. I had 1 down for Bernodis, but I don't think he's played yet. That must have been a mislabel on the fouls there. So we'll figure out that one. I know for sure that he has 0 fouls, and that means we're missing 1 foul for one of the Cowboys. And that wraps up the halftime numbers here. Hey, we've got about 2 minutes to go. How about we take a 2-minute break and come back with the second half? Sound good?
Yep, let's do it.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/NDSportsChannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. Second half underway. Joe, take it away.
All right, the Breckenridge Cowboys going to start out with the ball here to start the second half. Hey, Preston Green, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the text message, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the game over there in Breckenridge. Perez, far side on the far wing, gets it over to Cooper Yagi. He looks down, lobs it down low to Christensen, puts it up, battled underneath there. Stephen Caveney comes away with the rebound. So Stephen Caveney in for the Huskies, getting his first few minutes here in the big Breck-Wap game. Corbin Cornelius, top of the key now to Tollefson. Tollefson near side to Bartles. Bartles going to dribble into the paint, loses control of the dribble, and it's 2-on-1. Yagi, Perez against Dez. Behind the back pass to Perez. Nice pass from Cooper Yagi. The quarterback of the Breckenridge Cowboys did a nice pass behind the back to Perez for the layup. Caveney on the near wing to Dez, top of the key, far side Corbin Cornelius, guarded there by Yagi. Tollefson now, back to Bartles. Bartles looking for cuts. Here comes Dez on the near wing, on the wing. Over top of the key to Corbin Cornelius. Again, Minnesota rules. Breckenridge is the home team here, so there's no shot clock. And we got a whistle and a foul. I believe that's going to be on Jonah Christensen. It is on Jonah on the, I think his feet got tangled up there with Tollefson as Tollefson started breaking to the bucket. And that is Jonah's third foul, I believe, Mike.
Yep, that is correct. 3 on Jonah Christensen. He has 4 points right now.
All right, so now it's back to Bartles. And lob out deep. Bartles kicks it out back to Dez, top of the key. Far side, Caveney for 3. Oh, rattles in and out. Stephen doesn't get a lot of playing time for the Huskies, so he was hoping that one was going to fall. Perez brings it into the front court on the far side. Now pulls it back out, still keeps his dribble. Now over to the far side there to Cooper Yagi on the wing. Cooper finds Piaski at the right elbow, guarded by Caveney. Piaski, left-handed dribble into the paint, looks for Christensen, stolen away by Bartles. 3-on-2, Bartles to Tollefson, 3 from the wing, short off the iron. Caveney on the rebound. Caveney's going to get a little bit of crowd cheering for him, gets it over to Dez. Dez penetrates up the glass, no good. Bartles on the offensive rebound. Back to Dez, three-pointer from the wing. That's a little too hard off the iron. Piaski on the rebound. What a flurry there by the Huskies. Perez going to bring it across right at center court. Over the right side to Yagi now, guarded there by Cornelius. Three-pointer for Cooper Yagi, and it goes short. Didn't even hit the rim. And the ball will go back to the Huskies.
Grazing the front of the net there, and well, you know, not quite the quick start for Wahpeton like it was in the start of the first half here, but Cowboys keeping things interesting, that's for sure.
Cooper was about 5 feet beyond the arc there, and it, like you said, hit the bottom of the net. 10-point lead for the Huskies, 15.5 to go in regulation. Bartles looks underneath for Cornelius, not there. Brings it out to Tollefson now, top of the key. Finds Cornelius at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper, falls in, hit the front of the rim, fell in, Mike.
Cornelius bucket shy of the double-digit club with 8.
41-29 as we approach 15-minute mark in regulation. Kupriegi over in front of Arleon. Kenzemius checked in for the Cowboys. Now over to Perez, left side wing. Back to Nieto. Nieto now top of the key, back over to Perez. Perez going to penetrate into the lane, kicks it back out to Kupriegi on the far wing. Christensen, cross-court pass. Christensen spins, moves, puts it up off the glass, a little too hard, batted around. It's going to go out of bounds off the Cowboys. It'll be Husky ball underneath the basket. As Kobe Timian checks in for Stephen Caveney. Stephen Caveney starting the second half here, got a little over 3 minutes in for the Huskies. Again, doesn't see a lot of playing time for the Huskies, so it's fun for him to get in this big crowd. About 2/3 of the other side there where the Husky fans are, I'd say is about 2/3 Husky fans and a little over half full here on the near side. Cornelius left elbow, that one's short, didn't even hit the net. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover back to the Cowboys.
Take away the first half, the score's 2-2.
14:20 to go here in regulation. Perez brings it up at center court, gets it over to Kupriegi. Cooper with 15 in the first half. Christensen, Perez dribbles to the top of the key, penetrates, brings it back out. Kupriegi penetrates, brings it back out to Kenzemius now on the near wing. Kenzemius dribble drives, kicks it over to Nieto. He wants to find a hole right through the lane, and they're going to get Bartles, I believe, on the foul. Jared doesn't agree with it, but it's on Jared Bartles. And that'll send Nieto to the line for 2, and I believe that's Jared's 3rd.
Yeah, and you're correct.
So Nieto going to shoot 2. First one's good. 41-30, just under 14 to play here in the second half. Dez tying his shoe, and again, we'll refer to him as Dez through most of the contest. Munzero Desiree. He likes to be called Dez. Second free throw off the right side of the iron, rebounded by Kenzemius. Battled there against the Huskies, no good on his putback. And rebounded by Bartles. They get it up ahead to Tollefson. Tollefson takes it to the baseline. He's going to pull it back out for Dez. Dez into the paint, looks for Timian, and it's taken away there by Christensen on the steal. He gets it up ahead to Yagi. He loses control right into the hands of Corbin Cornelius. 5-on-4. We'll see what the Huskies do with it. Dez gives it back to Cornelius. He's going to penetrate along the baseline. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Christensen. Back to the Cowboys. 41-30. 13:20 to go. Perez, Nieto, across the circle over to Kupriegi now on the near side. He wants a little screen. Gets it on the left side. He's going to penetrate, and Bartles is going to pick up, I believe, his 4th foul. Is that 4 on him, Mike?
Yeah, that's 4. 2 quick ones here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some bench action in the near future here, if not right now.
You are correct. Here comes Isaac Loosemore. I don't see Blake Matichek over there on the bench for the Huskies. And he's not even in street clothes, so he must be out of town. I don't know where Blake is. Yagi with the inbound pass.
And that's going to be an elbow.
Yep, that's going to be Cooper. He did the old forearm shiver there, talking about a wrestling move, huh?
Yeah, that's his 3rd personal, team's 2nd. Both teams have 2 team fouls now.
So Dez gets the inbound pass in the backcourt, brings it into the front court, gets it over to Loosemore right in front of Coach Ralph on the far side. Huskies wheel the ball around the arc, get over to Tollefson, now back over to Dez. Had a look, pulled it back down for the 3. Gets to the right elbow, kicks it over to Loosemore. Loosemore drives, penetrates, kicks it to Kobe. Kobe's going to go up.
Wow.
Blocked away there by the 6'6 Kenzemius. He gets it up ahead on the breakaway bucket for Cooper Yagi. With a 9-point lead now. Cooper Yagi wide open for the layup there, Mike.
Cooper Yagi is 17 now. He had 15 at halftime. We reported an error there, but he has 17 now.
Tollefson, top of the key, guarded by Nieto. Loosemore, far side, now back to Dez. Dez looks at the 3, pulls it back down, guarded by Perez. We got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And they're going to call that one on Kobe Timian.
Timian picks up, I believe, his 2nd. Team foul number 3.
So Kobe getting a little rough underneath the bucket there, and they whistled him for the foul. Kobe takes up a lot of space down underneath there, former offensive and defensive lineman for the Husky football team. Near side now to Cooper Yagi. Penetrates, kicks it off to Christensen. Got a whistle and a travel turnover on Christensen. Cowboys turn it over, hoping to cut the lead to 6 or 7. And couldn't quite do it on that turnover. So the Huskies hang on to their 9-point lead. 12-minute mark of the second half.
15 turnovers now for Breckenridge on that last one, and Wahpeton only has 12.
So double-digit turnovers for both teams. Tollefson gets it over to Dez. Left elbow jumper, short, no good. Consemius comes down with the rebound. He and Christensen battled for that rebound. Dez takes a dive after it, and it's not there. Crowd thought there was a foul, but I don't think he even touched him.
Yeah, A for effort, but.
Yep. And they get it over to Christensen underneath the bucket, or excuse me, Consemius for 2. So Consemius on that bucket cuts the lead to 7 now. Huskies lead by 7. Lucy to Timian. Timian to Consemius. Lucy for 3, right wing, short, rattles around. Dez gets the rebound, and he tried to get it off of Perez, and throws it right into the hands of Perez, and Dez gets the foul. Dez tried to reach in and grab that one, and it didn't work, and I think Coach Ralph wants a timeout. He does. Got a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout, Mike. 41-34 in favor of the Huskies, 11:06 to go, 30 seconds.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Well, we're back here. The Huskies lead 41-34 over the Cowboys. 11:06 to go here in the second half. Husky fan section just did the roller coaster cheer over there in the corner. So the Cowboys get the ball here with 11-minute mark here of the second half. Perez to Christensen. Christensen goes to the right side of the lane, penetrates, drives, gives it over to Piaski for 2.
Nice pass across the paint there.
Yeah, they double-teamed Christensen, and he found the open man, Piaski, underneath for 2. Cut the lead to 5 now. We got a game, Mike. Lucy out on top with the dribble. Gets it over to Dez on the near wing. He finds Tollefson. Now back to Dez. Lucy going to penetrate right elbow, puts up his dribble, gets it over to Cornelius. Cornelius going to drive on Yagi, puts up a shot, no good, and whistle before the shot. And that's going to be on, I believe, Perez. It is on Perez. That should be his 3rd personal. Get some vocal fans, are we, Mike?
Yeah, looks like the Breckenridge Student Center's off to the right, I believe, and then the Breckenridge parents and fans are right in front of us, below us, I should say, with Wahpeton over on the far side.
So Perez picks up his 3rd foul there. It was away from the ball, so that's going to be an out-of-bounds play for the Huskies. 4 team fouls on the Cowboys. Timian with the ball. Finds, now what do you call?
I missed that one.
13, so they're going to say that was a foul, I believe, on Hansen. That was away from the ball, too. It was a foul on Bridger Hansen. That's his 3rd personal foul. Bridger, even though he's all of, what does it say, he's 5'7"? He's very physical down there. Very physical player.
Yep, 5'7" junior.
Perez to Christensen down low, rolls it in. We got a 3-point game. 41-38, under 10 minutes to play. The Cowboys are coming back.
Christensen with 6 points now out there, that bucket.
There they find Tollefson underneath. He puts it up a little too hard off the glass. Rebounded on the weak side by Nieto. Finds Cooper Yagi. He wants to go in, puts it up off the glass. Cooper Yagi for 2.
19 for Cooper Yagi.
Cooper getting a little physical. He tried to run over.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that there, but apparently the official didn't either.
Cooper tried to draw the foul on Consemius. Boys are getting a little physical out there with a 1-point game now. Tollefson to Hansen. Hansen spins, moves, right elbow, dribbles in, shoots off the glass, no good. Timian on the rebound, puts it up, no good. Kioski hits the floor, Loosemore hits the floor. Here comes Perez, blocked from behind by Kazemius, rebounded underneath by Timian. The action is hot, Mike.
Definitely. It's hard to keep track of the stats right now.
Tollefson for three. He answered that one for Tollefson. The far wing, the Husky bench goes wild on that one. 44-40, 8:40 to go.
That three gives Tollefson 12 points and keeps the Huskies.
And it's a steal by Tollefson. Going to take it in. Oh, penetrates, drives, and they whistle for the travel. He saw Nieto coming up from behind, and he dribbled and stopped, and he drug his foot. Turnover on the Huskies.
Turnover on each side there, and back-to-back ball possessions.
Kazemius back in for the Cowboys. And I believe Twidwell came in for the Cowboys as well. That looks like, nope, that's not Twidwell. That's Sebastian Anderson. Got a whistle and a timeout by the Cowboys. 30-second timeout. We can take a break, Mike, if you want.
We'll do that. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Blick Reactivity Center. Joe Schreiner and Mike Mason. Mike giving me the honors of doing the play-by-play here for the Border Battle 2020 version. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Breckenridge has outscored Wahpeton 13-5 since halftime. If you're wondering how the first half went, it was all Wahpeton, and right now it's all Breckenridge. Momentum with the Cowboys for sure.
44-40, 8:25 to go here in the second half. We got a game like we figured we'd have now. Again, Anderson, new substitution here for Breckenridge. Cross-court pass to Perez on the far wing, guarded by Tollefson. Dribbles into the paint. He's going to put up the layup.
Nice
left-handed underneath. Puts it up and in for two. And we're back to a 2-point game with 8 minutes to go.
Last lead change was never. Wahpeton Huskies have had the lead since the start of the game.
Yeah, the Huskies started out, it was like a 17-3 there at one point.
Yeah, I think it was a 15-0 run if memory serves me correct.
Timian up against Christensen, puts it up off the glass for Kobe, 2. Again, Blake Matichek not here today for the Huskies. So the big guys, Bartles, and he's out with 4 fouls right now. Kazemius and Timian doing the work for the Huskies. Here comes Cooper Yagi, penetration drive, spins, moves into the paint. Partially blocked by Corbin Cornelius, rebounded underneath by Kazemius, and he steps out of bounds.
That was a nice spin move there by Yagi to get cut through those defenders and get into the paint. Unfortunately, didn't get the icing on the cake with the bucket, though.
5'11" Cooper Yagi Jr., he'll be back again next year. Quarterback for the football team. He's got some moves underneath the hoop. I think he started playing for the Cowboys when he was a freshman as well. Bridger Hansen for a jumper along the baseline, and it's going to roll off of Kobe Timian's foot. It'll be ball for the Cowboys. I believe Cooper started playing as a freshman for the Cowboys. He was a starter late in the season for the Cowboys. So he is a 3-year starter for the Cowboys, and he'll be back again next year.
Always good to see those multi-sport athletes excelling in all the sports they play.
I think he had a shoulder injury last year, if I remember right, to start the season. So he hurt his shoulder in football. And came back in the season. There he goes up against Corbin, and Corbin deflects his shot. I don't know if he touched the shot or just made him change his angle of the shot, but it was no good, and rebounded by Corbin. You got a Cornelius and a Kazemius out there. Tollefson in for 2 off the left side of the lane, up and in for 2, and the Huskies extend their lead to 6 now with 6.5 to go. A little bit go ahead.
Tollefson leads the way with 15 now for the Huskies.
Perez brings it into the front court, and he hands the ball off to Cooper Yagi, guarded by Loosemore. And Cooper's not afraid to penetrate drive. If he gets a screen, he got the screen by Christensen. Finds Perez for a wide open 3 in the corner, rattles off the rim. Corbin on the rebound. We got a foul from behind. And who's he going to call it on?
Possibly Christensen. He threw his hands up in the air as if he was disappointed with that call.
I think Kazemius is going to get it. I think it's against Kazemius. It is too. Yeah.
Yep, it is. It's his second.
You're right though. Christensen was there, and I think Christensen thought it was against him, but it was whistled against Kazemius. His second personal. 6-point lead. 6 minutes to go. Loosemore, far wing, looking for Cutters underneath, not there. Back out to Tollefson now near wing. He's looking underneath for Corbin, not there. Far side to Dez. Loosemore in the corner on the far side now, guarded by Kazemius. Tollefson, open three from the top of the key, rattles around, out, falls onto the floor. Kazemius on the rebound. He hands the ball off to Perez. Now Perez brings it up across the timeline on a quick dribble, goes to the far side, pulls it back out now between the circles to Kazemius. Nieto, far side. Christensen looks underneath for Kazemius cutting through, and they're going to say it's off of Timian's hands.
I don't know. I didn't see any white jerseys in the area there. It kind of looked like it went through the fingertips of Kazemius.
I did too. I thought he was the last one to touch it, but they're going to say not. So they disagree with us once again, Mike.
We're
Lob
2 for 2.
pass out to Christensen, and they want over and back on that one, and the referee said no.
I guess I don't know what to say on that one. I want to give feedback, but I can't.
Well, Coach Ralph thought it was. Here comes Cooper Yagi driving in, off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Kazemius comes away with it. And we got a whistle and a foul, I believe, before the shot. And that's going to be probably against Corbin. No, it's not against Corbin.
That offensive rebound is now 10 rebounds for Kazemius, 5 on each side of the glass.
Wow. They're going to say that foul was on Loosemore. That's Isaac's first foul. So Cowboys going to take it out underneath their own bucket on the near side. And Timian falls down, and he was looking for the foul call, didn't get it. Ball tipped away by Cornelius underneath. Loosemore, 2-on-1, over to Tollefson. Bucket is good for the Huskies on the breakaway bucket. Perez has to try and save it, and it goes off of Cooper Yagi's foot. Loosemore jumped out of the way. What a play by Isaac Loosemore. And Cowboys want to take a timeout. Coach Arleone upset with the way that one went down. We'll take a break. Mike, up to you, bud.
All right, we'll do that.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, the Huskies were the Cowboys. Let me start over. The Huskies 50, the Cowboys 42. The Cowboys cut it to a 1-point lead, Mike, and the Huskies built that lead back up again.
Yeah, that's all the closer they got. And like I said earlier, they had outscored them. I think it was like, what did I say, 13-2 or something like that. Yeah. And since then, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So they've scored, they've answered with a 13-point run of their own to hang on to that lead after the Cowboys pulled within 1.
So 8-point lead. We're under 5 minutes to play here now in the second half, and the Huskies have the ball. Tollefson, far side. Kazemius now, guarded by Cooper Yagi. Now to Timian on the near wing. Over the other side to Dez. Dez guarded by Perez. Boys are getting a little physical underneath there, Mike. A little pushing and shoving going on.
Yeah.
Timian underneath, puts it up off the glass for 2. Kobe Timian for 2.
Well, that pushing and shoving got him the separation he needed to get that bucket up and in.
Exactly, Mike, exactly. 10-point lead now for the Huskies as we approach the 4-minute mark of the second half. Cooper Yagi to Christensen. Jonah to Piaski underneath. Now to Nieto, wing. 3-point shot, no good. Kobe Timian pulls it down with authority. Up to Tollefson, now over to Lucy. Lucy puts it up and in for 2 for Isaac Loosemore. On the breakaway, 2-on-1. Tollefson and Loosemore working that one good.
Loosemore got the assist on the bucket of Tollefson on a similar play a couple minutes ago.
Piaski, long 3 from the top of the key. Good for Piaski. Long three from the top of the key, a couple feet beyond the arc. 54-45, 3.5 to go. Huskies got to keep the lead here. They got no shot clock. Oh, and a breaking bucket goes in. Wow, for Tollefson. Nice break to the bucket, and they found him underneath. I think it was Lucy again on that one on the assist. Extends the lead to 11 now. And almost taken away there by Loosemore and a pass intended for Yagi. Loosemore playing a great defensive game here. All fired up. 56-45, 3:13 to go. Preston and Christy Green listening over in Breckenridge. The Grippentrogs listening in Wahpeton. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Go to Sports Channel. Piaski to the right. Turnaround jumper just in front of the elbow. No good. 4 Huskies underneath there for the rebound. Taken away by Tollefson. 3-minute mark. Again, no shot clock here. We're playing Minnesota rules at the Bleckenridge Activity Center in Wahpeton.
Go ahead. I'm running out of room in my stat box for Tollefson here. He can't do too much more if I want to record and keep track of it.
Again, Cooper Yagi getting a little physical underneath. He's going to get whistled for the foul. I believe it was on Cooper. Let's see what they say. Him and Corbin Cornelius. Yeah, it was on Cooper. Cooper third. Him and Corbin and Cornelius were getting a little rambunctious there away from the ball, and they whistled Cooper for the foul. Again, Cooper at 5'11", and Corbin at 6'5". Little disadvantage there for Cooper on that one. Loosemore. Huskies taking their time, 2:35 to go. Dez penetrates the left elbow, pulls it back out on the dribble. Guarded by Perez to Loosemore. Loosemore penetrates into the lane, puts it up off the bottom of the iron, no good. Timian on the rebound, put back, up and good for 2 for Kobe Timian.
13 for Timian.
Off the bench, Kobe Timian, I think.
Yes.
58-45, we approach 2 minutes to go. Christensen stolen away by Dez. Dez saves it. Nope, he stepped out of bounds. Almost a steal there for Dez.
15th turnover for Wahpeton.
58-45, 2:06 to go. Huskies lead the Cowboys. Cowboys going to take it out in front of their own bench. Inbounding the ball over on the far side. It was Dylan Bernadas who checked in for the Cowboys. Cooper Yagi out on top, dribble through the legs, gets it over to Christensen for an open three. No good. Putback is up and off the rim. Nieto with that easy putback just put it up a little bit too strong. His momentum took him out of bounds. Tollefson back to Loosemore. We're under 2 to play now. Huskies can take their time. 13-point lead, no shot clock. Loosemore, far wing, finds underneath Tollefson. Tollefson loses control, goes out of bounds, and it's knocked out of bounds there by Perez as Tollefson goes to the floor. To stay with the Huskies with 1:29 to go. Anderson comes back in now for the Cowboys, Sebastian Anderson. Huskies inbounded out deep to Kobe Timian, guarded there by Anderson. Cowboys with only 16 fouls. The next one will put the Huskies in the bonus. They're not fouling yet. Dez with the ball in the dribble goes around the arc to the left side over to Isaac Loosemore. Lucy going to penetrate the paint. Right-handed layup.
Nice move.
And penetrates in for 2. We got a timeout on the floor. And who takes the timeout? Coach Ralph all excited over there. Gets the fans up on their feet. Huskies take a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well back in 30.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed. Someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back to the Bleckenridge Activity Center here at the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats, Wahpeton, North Dakota, where we've got the Border Battle 2020 version going on. The Huskies are leading 60-45 with 1:10 to go, Mike, and it's been a close second half, but the first half is what helped the Huskies out.
Definitely, yeah. Breckenridge pulled within one, but if you take away the first half of play, the score is 19-18 in favor of Wahpeton right now. Breckenridge came out outscoring Wahpeton early in the second half, but now Wahpeton's come back and kind of even things up, and like I said, 19-18 is our score here in the second half.
Isaac Getz checks in for the Huskies along with Stephen Caveney back in. Nieto going to try and drive the left side, and he draws the foul there, and that'll be against Caveney, his first personal, as Nieto gets the bucket, and he's looking for the and one to cut the lead to 12 if he gets it. 1:01 to go here in regulation. So the Cowboys going to have to do some scoring in a hurry. We'll see if they put the Huskies to the line. The basket or the free throw is good by Nieto, and Kazemius comes back in, I'm sure for defensive purposes. For the Cowboys, Kazemius 6'6", junior, and a full court pressure here for the Cowboys. Inbounded to Timian, they get it back to Kazemius. Picked up there by Cornelius, I said. Swatted away there by Kazemius. Over to Nieto. Nieto back to Cooper Yagi. Cooper Yagi to Kazemius. He's going to take a three from the wing, no good, and knocked out of bounds there by Bernatus, so it'll be Husky ball underneath the Cowboy basket. 39.8 seconds to go. Cornelius inbounding, gets it into
Dez.
What do they call?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Something on the bench. What are they going over to talk? One referee is at the scorer's table. One referee is talking to Coach Owen. And what did they call?
I didn't hear it through my headset. I'm not sure if the PA announcer said.
Oh, he's saying that he's got the whole end line to travel if he wanted to run. A breakaway basket, toss up ahead to Getz. Getz goes up and in for two. And that's a 14-point lead with 33 seconds to go. Here comes Perez on a quick dribble trying to get around. Now over to Cooper Yagi on the far wing. Cooper trying to find an open spot. He's double teamed, taken away by Dez, but controlled by Kazemius. Three-point shot for Perez, no good. Kobe sweeps the rebound away for Timian. Back to Dez with 15 seconds to go, and I think that's going to be your ball game. Dez brings it into the front court, and he holds up the dribble to Stephen Caveney, and that's going to be your game, Mike. Your final from the North Dakota State College of Science Blickery Activity Center. Wahpeton Huskies 62, the Breckenridge Cowboys 48 in the Border Battle 2020. We'll be back after this with our post-game show coming up after these messages.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal, your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Your final score here from the Blickery Activity Center. The Wahpeton Huskies hold off a almost comeback from the Cowboys. Once again, they pulled within 1 about midway through that second half, but the Huskies were able to hang on and regroup and push that lead back up, and that's your final score, 62-54. Coming up, we'll have a full game recap. We'll take a look at our upcoming schedule. I'll tell you how to find us on social media, all that cool stuff. And let's go ahead and take a look at the updated team profiles for both the girls and the boys. And just a very quick recap on the girls game. It was 49-38 in favor of Wahpeton. Huskies were led.
Breckenridge won that game.
Did I write down the score in the wrong spot?
Yeah, Breckenridge won the girls' game.
I wrote down the score in the wrong spot. How about that? 49 over here,
Yeah, I think
and
you got
38 over
You
here.
got it right on your profile on the board there, but yeah, Breckenridge won that game.
All right, so Breckenridge won the girls' game.
Yep.
Cowgirls were led by check that, Jude Held and Grace Conzemius. They both had 11. Riley Lorenz with 8 and a lot of good defense was our player of the game in the Breckenridge Wahpeton game, while the Huskies were led by Haley Kerr with 13 and 6 for Emily DeVries and 5 for McKenna Coolmo coming off the bench. Those are your 3 leading scorers for the girls for Wahpeton. For the boys game, a lot of numbers to go over here, but we'll go over the numbers here in a little bit. The Cowboys Cowgirls girls team, that's hard to say, right? 9-8 on the season now with the win over the Huskies in that girls game, and 5-6 on a neutral court. For the boys, they fall to an even 8-8, 500 record, 5-7 on a road or neutral court. And for the Huskies, they improved to 5-6, 3-3 on a road neutral court. And for the Husky girls, Lady Huskies, they fall to 2-10, 1-5 on the road and neutral court. Games on demand. You can go to our website, msportsnet.com. Under the games button, click on Games on Demand. And as you can see, the first 3 games are already available for a 24/7 replay. You just have to click on the watch button of the one you want to watch, and it'll take you right to that game. And then within about 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of our post-game show here, the game that we're doing right now, as soon as that in progress turns to watch on our website, you can watch that game on demand as well. So if you have anybody who wasn't able to catch the action live today, don't tell them the final score. Send them to our website, have them watch the game, and find out how the thing worked out for themselves. Team playlists also can be found under the games button on our website. And we have them sorted by sport there. So if you click on basketball, it'll take our 600 and some games and filter out every game that's not a basketball game. Or if you want to sort it by teams, for Minnesota, the Breckenridge Cowboys, as you can see, are on there now. And you can click on the Cowboys, and it'll sort out only the Cowboys games from the 600 games, or the Cowgirls games from the 600-plus games that we've done. Or under the North Dakota side, scroll down towards the end, Wahpeton will be towards the bottom there, and they'll sort out all the games that do not feature the Wahpeton Huskies. All those teams are listed in alphabetical order under their respective state there under the teams playlist button on our website, msportsnet.com. We want to thank our sponsors again, Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club and Husky Families, for making the broadcast possible today. You can join us. Booster plans starting at $25 a month, going up from there. Sponsor plans available at a monthly rate. You can request a package to support your favorite team or teams, and that gets you a promotion on our website, our YouTube, our Facebook, our Twitter. All of them have 1,000+ followers, subscribers, etc. And we have hundreds of viewers a game. That equals thousands of viewers per month, and you can call us at 373-1843 or visit our website at msportsnet.com to get more information. The Magnitude Sport. We're going to take one more time out. We'll come back. We'll select the player of the game. We'll go over the recap and all that other cool stuff, and we'll get our final thoughts before we wrap this one up here from the Blickery on the ND Sports Channel next. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/NDSportsChannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back to our final segment of the postgame show here. Once again, the Wahpeton Huskies hold off the Breckenridge Cowboys 65-54, your final score here. We'll take a look at the game recap. We'll select a player of the game and our upcoming schedule. Upcoming broadcast schedule. Sorry, I got distracted by a text message. Let me flip my phone over. That's always a good. They always say don't use your phone at work, right?
Yep.
Well, speaking of your phone, you can log on to your phone on Facebook. You can find us at msportsnet live. Like and follow us there. We'd love it if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NDSportsChannel. And then we're on Twitter if you want to follow us on there. We're probably more active on Twitter than we are on Facebook, but we try and equalize it out as much as possible. msportsnet is our Twitter handle. We'd love it if you were to follow us on there. I think we're right around that 1,550-ish mark for Twitter followers. So certainly appreciate your support for following us online and for watching as well. Before we get to the game recap, your thoughts first half, second half overall. What did you like? What do you think the teams can improve on? Just your thoughts. Take 60, 90 seconds to give me your thoughts on this one.
All right, Mike. I was amazed at the way the quick start of the Huskies when they came out in that quick start and jumped out to that big lead. And that's why the game ended up was that big lead for the Huskies. If they didn't have that big lead to start the game with, I think that would have been key because the Cowboys came back and they cut it to 1, I think, late in the second half.
Yeah. And
they cut it to a 1-point lead there for a quick time, and they had the momentum. So Old Mo was on their side there for a while.
I think it was 41-40 or 42-41 when Breckenridge got close, and then like that pretty much ended their run coming out of halftime, and then Wahpeton started their run, and well, you see the final result there.
And that ended up what was it, a 14-point game or whatever it was there, and the Huskies won, and that's about what the lead was. I remember 17-3 at one point in time. So.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you take away the first half, and Wahpeton wins 23-21. They outscored the Breckenridge Cowboys by 2 points in that second half. So they only gained 2 points on the Cowboys in the second half. But it was that first half quick start there with, I believe it was Dez with a three-pointer early on. He had a couple buckets, and then I think it might have been Cornelius, if I remember correct, and Tollefson who chucked in a couple of buckets, and it was like it was really fast. Like I could barely keep track of what was going on. I'm surprised you were able to do that. But
I'm glad you were doing it.
Yeah. If I was doing the play-by-play and taking the stats like I do most of the times, I would have missed something in that first 3 minutes there. No doubt about it.
It was quite a flurry, and I do have to say I got a text from Blake Matichek's mom. Blake is home today. He played last night in the Valley City game. He's home today with a high fever and flu. So that's why he wasn't here tonight, and that's why we didn't see Blake Matichek.
Well,
so
we wish
thanks for the text, Lori.
We wish Blake nothing but best. Get some rest and some fluids.
Yep.
That is the best advice I can give you, and that'd probably save you $200 if you went to the doctor and got the exact same advice, because that's probably what they would say, right?
Yep.
So I don't know what the fees are to go to a clinic. I haven't gone to one recently, but get plenty of rest and fluids. That's Blake. We wish you the best and hope that you get well soon and get back to the basketball court. And, for Wahpeton fans, we'll have a few more games for the Huskies. We'll talk about that a little bit later in our post-game show here. But let's go ahead and go over the game recap. It was 39-27 in favor of the Wahpeton Huskies at the end of the first half. And once again, Huskies outscored the Cowboys 23-21 in the second half to bring us to our final score of 62-48. 16 turnovers for the Huskies, 7 of them in the first half, 18 for the Cowboys. 11 of those 18 came in the first half of play. The Huskies are 5 of 7 for 72% from the line in the first half. They did not take any free throws in the second half, and so those numbers will remain the same for your total game numbers. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, 3 of 7 in the first half for 43%. They were 2 of 3 in the second half for 67%, making them 5 of 10, 50% overall from the free throw line in the game. Team numbers, rebounds, 24 in the first half. They ended up with a total of 38. 13 on the offensive glass, 25 on the defensive glass for the Wahpeton Huskies. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, they had a total of 17 rebounds in the first half for a game total of 32. 20 of those 32 off the defensive glass, other 12 coming on the offensive side of the glass. Steals, 4 in the first half for a game total of 8 for the Cowboys. Assists, 4 in the first half, game total of 5. Block shots for the Cowboys, 0 in the first half for a game total of 2. For the Wahpeton Huskies, steals, 3 in the first half, game total of 5. Assists, 6 in the first half, game total of 10. Blocks, 3 in the first half, game total of 4. And team fouls, 7 in the first half, 7 in the second half, 14 for the Huskies. 9 in the first half for the Cowboys, 4 in the second half for a game total of 13 fouls. And we're off 2 on the individual fouls. So the team fouls are official, but the individual fouls are unofficial. And so we'll get to that here in just a second. So those are your team numbers. Individual numbers, we'll start with the Breckenridge Cowboys. Adam Ohm played, had a couple of rebounds, did not score any points. Cooper Yagi, end of the night, leading the way with 19. He was 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He scored all but 4 of those. He scored 15 of those 19 in the first half, is what I'm trying to say. He also had a couple of offensive rebounds. He had a total of 3 steals and 2 assists. Jonah Christensen with 6 points, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 personal fouls, and an assist, steal, and 6 defensive rebounds. Junior Perez with 5 points, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, and 2 steals and 1 foul. Let's see here. Alex Ohm got a triple early in the first half. Otherwise, he did not see a lot of action on the floor. Chris Nieto, right?
Nieto, yep.
Nieto, 8 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had an assist and a steal, 4 defensive rebounds and 1 offensive rebound. Anthony Konzemius with 2 points. He got that bucket early in the second half. But he had a nice, even though he didn't score a lot of points, he did provide a lot of offense and defense for the Cowboys. He had a total of 10 rebounds, 5 on each side of the glass with 2 blocked shots, a steal, and an assist. So even though he didn't score the points, he contributed in other ways.
He did
no
very
doubt
well.
about it. And then Tyson Piaski. 5 points, all 5 scored in the second half, including a triple, 2 fouls, 4 rebounds, 2 on each side, and an assist. And that wraps up your individual numbers for the Breckenridge Cowboys. For the Wahpeton Huskies, let's see here. Tyler Tollefson led the way with 18 points, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. and he scored 9 in the first half and 9 in the second half. Not bad. He was 3 of 3 from the line in the first half of play. He also racked up 3 assists, 2 steals, and 7 rebounds, 5 of those 7 on the defensive boards, no fouls. Dez Monzero,
Just Dez.
Dez. Okay.
Monzero Desiree.
Desiree, there we go. 5 points, 0-1 from the free throw line. Scored all 5 of those in the first half. He had 2 fouls, 4 rebounds, 3 on the defensive glass with 2 steals and an assist. Isaac Loosemore, or as you referred to him, nicknamed Lucy. I like that.
Yep.
4 points. He scored 2 bucket in the second half and went 2 of 3 from the free throw line in the first half for his 4 points. He had 1 foul and 5 rebounds, 3 on the offensive side to go to tag team with 3 assists. Also, Bridger Hansen, 4 points in the first half. That's all he had. Isaac Getz scored a bucket in the second half. He ended the night with 2 points. Corbin Cornelius with 8, 6 of those 8 in the first half. He also had a block and an assist and 3 rebounds, with 2 of those rebounds on the defensive glass. Stefan, how do you say that again?
Stefan Caveney.
Caveney. No points, but he did have 2 rebounds, 1 on each side of the glass, plus 1 personal foul. Jared Bartles, 2 points back early in the first half. Had 3 rebounds, 2 defensive, 1 offensive, and a steal. And then 4 points for Ethan Manick, all 4 of those coming early in the first half. But he did contribute in other ways as well, including 8 rebounds with 5 on the defensive glass, 3 on the offensive glass. He had 3 blocked shots and 1 assist. And then Kobe Timian with 13 points, 7 in the first half, 6 in the second half. And he had 1 triple back early in the first half as well. He had 2 personal fouls and assists and 6 rebounds, with 5 of those 6 rebounds coming on the defensive side of the glass. Joe, that's a lot of numbers to rattle through.
You did, yeah, but you did well.
And with all that said, if you can remember everything that I said, 2 or 3 candidates for player of the game, who would you put in the running for that?
Well, looking at the Huskies side of the ball there for the player of the game, there's two guys that really stand out to me. Even though I still believe Corbin Cornelius had a nice game, but I'm going to mention Tyler Tollefson had a great game for the Huskies, one of the starters for the Huskies. Tyler Tollefson averages about 11 points. He ended up with 18, I believe you said,
yep,
for the night, so he had a great game there, had some assists. And then the other one that really sticks out to me, holding Jonah Christensen to 6 points, would be Kobe Timian. Kobe Timian, I think, ended up with 13, you said. So I'm going to leave it up to you to make the decision there.
All right. Well, like I said, I think you named some perfect candidates, and all of them who don't get this honor will get the honorable mention. Let's put it that way. And we're going to go with that 6'3" senior Kobe Timian. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 5 of them on the defensive side of the glass, 3 steals, an assist, 2 fouls. Didn't take any free throw attempts, excuse me. But and then some of the things that don't show up in the stat book.
Yeah.
Is basically what separated him from the other people who very well deserve this honor as well.
Kobe takes up a lot of space underneath the bucket, and that's what the Huskies needed tonight without Blake Matacek there tonight. Blake is lengthy, he's got long arms, and he's tall, he's 6'5". Kobe went in and took up a lot of space underneath and did a good job for the Huskies.
Much agree on that one. Well, once again, congratulations to Kobe Timian and the Wahpeton Huskies for picking up the victory here in the boys varsity game. And your final score once again in the girls game, it was Breckenridge 49-38 over Wahpeton. And then in the junior varsity games from earlier today, it was in the boys game, Breckenridge winning 60-38, and in the girls game, it was Wahpeton winning 34-31. So those are your final scores one more time. Our next broadcast is going to be found on our website. We're going to be at Fargo North High School on Tuesday for a triple header between the we'll be at Fargo Davies High School for a triple header between the Eagles and the Spartans. Boys JV first, followed by girls varsity and boys varsity, and then Fargo Davies once again on the 31st. We might have a hockey game on the 30th. We're still wrapping up the fine print on that one. I'll tell you this much: if we do have a hockey game, it'll feature the Breckenridge Wahpeton Blades. That much I can say. If that hockey game is official, that's one of the teams that'll be playing in it. And then the other team will be Prairie Center, because that's who they're playing on the 30th. But once again, we're still working on the details on that. And then we'll see East Grand Forks. Well, February 1st is going to be a long day. You doing anything February 1st?
Too far for me to predict, Mike.
We're going to have a total of 8 basketball games starting at
Saturday,
9:30 a.m. Yep, Saturday.
Oh, I might pop over and see how you're doing.
8 basketball games on February 1st, all girls games, East Grand Forks versus Breckenridge. So Breckenridge fans will have that game for you on the Minnesota Sports Station here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And then the Barnesville Trojans will take on the Park Christian Falcons. Then you got Mahome and Wahpeton against the Rebels of DGF, and Lake Park Audubon and Wadena Deer Creek. That game should be one that you might want to circle out of all those matchups so far. And then Henning Hornets and the Frazee Hornets. It's the Hornets versus the Hornets at 3:30. Staples Motley and Perham at 5. Pellington Rapids and Crookston at 6:30. And then we wrap up the 8 games with the nightcap and the official home team, Moorhead Spuds, taking on the Holly Nuggets. All those games being played at Moorhead High School. All those games being played on the Minnesota Sports Station here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network on February 1st. We have a game pending on the 3rd, then Fargo Davies, Grand Forks Central on the 4th, and then Barnesville Perham, and then we'll see the Wahpeton Huskies again on February 7th when they host the Cheyenne Mustangs, boys JV at 5:30 with the varsity at 7 o'clock. And we have more games beyond February 8th. You can check out the entire upcoming schedule at msportsnet.com. Well, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time, including the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club and the Wahpeton Huskies families for pitching in their support to make these broadcasts possible. And once again, your final scores in all the games, one more time. In the girls JV, Wahpeton 34-31. In the boys JV, it was Breckenridge 60-38. In the girls JV, it was Breckenridge 49-38. And in the boys JV, did I say girls JV?
That was the girls varsity.
In the girls varsity, 49-38 in favor of Breckenridge. And in the boys varsity, the Huskies take it from the Cowboys 62-48. For Janice on camera, my name is Mike Mason. Joe Schreiner, thanks
a lot,
so much.
Mike. I appreciate it.
It was a fun one.
I enjoyed it. I always do.
And you're
Thank
welcome
you very
on
much.
here anytime you want to come in.
Thanks,
Thanks so much for watching. We will talk to you again here in a couple of days. We're going to take tomorrow off. Well deserved, I think. So nothing going on Sundays anyway. So until Tuesday, Fargo Davies High School. It's the Eagles and the Spartans. Triple header starting at 4:15, 5:45 and 7. We'll talk to you then. For Janice, myself, Joe Schreiner, you guys have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.